Carry, Moskov, Granger, yeah.
Those are like easily punishable by these heroes, but I guess you can't really, you know, choose. You gotta play like the best available, and against a Baksha and also Badang, you have a chance to shred.
But against a Pharsa, there's a chance you won't even get close enough to do that damage. So TLID has to coordinate properly here. If they want to do something with the carry, they have to make sure that the Masha is on the same page and maybe zone away that Pharsa. There are angles of success here for TLID, but again, it's gonna take a lot.
The chip combo, we've seen it from Beloyski, I believe, against ONIC.
What?
And looking at the lineup rating, this is the biggest so far. Counter index and lineup rating heavily favoring TLID, but is it gonna be the same in the land of Dawn? It's not always the same. TLID versus Dewa United, the battle of two undefeated teams in MPL Indonesia. I cannot believe I just said that.
Yep,
but we're up.
Wow. 1-0 has to go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the land of Dawn for the final match of day number 2.
Welcome to
MPL referee 2 has paused the match.
Oh, he's called out by name.
Please be patient with us, folks. We're gonna work this one out. Hopefully, very quickly for y'all.
Oh.
What are you owing, Brash?
I thought we were gonna start.
What are you owing about Storm?
They're gonna start immediately. I can't wait for the action, bro. It's gonna be a high impact game for sure, because both junglers, I feel like, wanna be active, right? Because if the Fredgen just tries to farm against the Baksha, you know, Baksha's gonna win the farming game. I feel like there's gonna be some moves there to try and throw the balance.
The ganks.
By the way, guys, like playing as Lyoni here is not really that easy either. You're up against a Badang, that's a pure counter towards the chip, and the early game damage of Baksha plus the Pharsa, that is a big killing pressure. Especially chip is not really a tank per se, it's more like a support utility.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful to just open the map in the early game, unless you want to get first blooded.
Yeah, Drichel's looking at the watch there, trying to see how hard his heart is beating.
That's interesting. You think some players are losing focus because they're curious and like, hey, I'm in the game right now, but like, what's my heart rate looking like?
Yeah.
Just give it a glance.
They can. Like, well, maybe when they recall, they're like, oh, they can look over, glance over at their Infinix watch.
Honestly, if I'm the the organizer of a team, like I would have those kind of watch intact for all the players if they're scrimming, just to simulate.
Sure. That could work. Hey, it looks like we are going to get the game back to work.
Thank you for the quick pause. We're back again. Nothing crazy has happened so far because it's only 48 seconds. Lyoni on cue, what I said earlier.
Really good shield unity. Together with the stun, that should guarantee the lethal. Unless Drichel can steal it. No, Kane red trees and picks it up. Kane up top against Aran.
Ooh. Killing spree on him as well. Common emblem. And Broken Hunter still for the mid laners. That seems to be the case here because they don't really get as much gold as they used to.
Oh, gotta watch out, Moisa.
Oh my god, very risky!
No.
He gets the shield in time, my lord.
So close there, too close for comfort. Pulling us together for Drichel as well. So he's taking a page out of Hijume's book, trying to be aggressive here. I think before level 4 though, I think Dewa United's composition is so much more dangerous.
Okay.
Talent prediction by GoPay. Looks like Ranger, Mas, and Al are the only ones that voted for TLID. And we're all in agreement that Dewa United will win. And based on the composition and so far on what's happening around the map, I'm sticking to my guns, man.
Dewa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Dewa United so far. They played amazing MLBB. Lyoni, crash course coming down. Great damage from Drichel. Octa!
Almost fixed.
Yeah, wings by wings gets him out of there. But level 4 for Drichel means that they'll go and start the turtle first.
That's also level 4 for Octa here, so he can participate from a distance. Keep your eyes open for Aran though, because with the extra HP bars, might do something.
Oh, shortcut plays down now. Retribution, it's Octa who wins it out for the team. Who has a caught in the real world population now will fall. Aran's the one picking it up, maybe. Just with the Blazing Duet and the BMI to get back into his own lane.
He's gone, kill with a bit of a trade here. But it looks like TLID in terms of economy, they're winning, even though Dewa United actually got the total. Hindo gotta watch out. Not much.
Yeah, Aran needs to watch out here. He's down to his last health bar. Look at who's rotating. Octa, wings by wings.
long-distance artillery available. Looks like Aran will be backing out away. There is the clouds, right? It will allow him to come back to lane faster, so there's no need to stick around for too long. On the flip side, though, for Dewa, it's just business as usual. Clear, go for a gank, and if they find Lyoni, they're gonna beat him up because making sure that the chip is always pressured and he can't really just go behind your friendly lines, it's gonna be a big part of the macro of this game.
Yeah. Good matchup, by the way. Carry against the Claude for kill.
And Moisa so far, he's doing a really good job just mirroring Lyoni, making sure that he knows where the chip is. You know, if there is any kind of scenario where the chip is trying to engage, he's always ready with that cancel. But in-game equipment by Dunia Games so far, nothing too crazy. Erlan actually rushing towards Alberttt, I believe.
Most likely a glowing one for Drichel as well. And against, well, not a lot of healing, but a lot of shielding there probably for Moisa. Probably a good item.
And deep Octa is actually, oh!
Yeah. Maybe just walks off. Feather air like on Kyo, forcing the flicker. Man, Octa's been precise.
And by the way, the amount of damage is a bit surprising because he's already secured two, two items for that magic damage. I don't know what's the name of, but he's not going for the glowing one. I believe he's going for Blood Wings, and there you go.
Uh-oh. It's going to be initiated on. Energy Eruption is the steal. Kin will get caught.
Oh!
He gets out in time.
Way.
Wow! Hey,
This
Kin.
kid is special.
It really is, man. He did use his flicker and he won't be able to participate in the fight, but that is a big win for him to survive in that skirmish. Lyoni now with the crash course over on Moisa. Octa with the airstrike, locking him down. Kane's looking for the entrance. Octa to Poissons, and Neil trying to go for the red tree, but Keven the joke wins out the red tree. Aran losing all of his health bars. Kin is back in the fight. RWM coming down as well. Now over on Kin. Shortcut coming down with the big bonk as well. Octa with the flicker out as Lyoni survives with a sliver of health.
Okay, let's stop complimenting players from now on because Kin, that was a sketchy move, I gotta say, that in the middle of the team fight RWM when the chip was there. Interesting.
Yeah. They were banking on TLID, trying to disengage and not really willing to turn back around. So Kin tries really hard to get into range, use the ultimate to keep them in, but then TLID turned it around on them. That's why the calculation of damage needs to be precise here.
Oh my god.
What? Just walked into a Masha. Keven with a big bonk again.
What was that? It's like literally walking to his own funeral and burying himself.
That was the RQ Octa.
Oof. Well, he's going with the Oracle, by the way, as his first item, so he's trying to elevate the sustain of that hero in the EXP lane. Needs to be careful, though. With the best of sustains, Valentina just is not a tank, so you can't really play it the same way. You need to kind of make use of your regeneration, your cooldowns, and of course the Terrify.
But unfortunately, though, Valentina in the later part of the game, Dewa United has to figure out who is going to be the one that's soloing the lane because Aran is going to be there and the wave clear from Kin is quite abysmal. Maybe they have to move as a unit when things get that far.
Especially with the chip being in the hands of TLID, they can kind of play the macro game and have Aran come in, force a split push, force a 1v1, or have him jump in towards the backline and delete someone. Either way, options are available, and they are the ones who have to try and impose their will onto TLID.
1.6k gold in so far, no retaliation or no reply at all. 4-man gang at the bottom. Kyo is in trouble.
What? Crash course as well. That's the with the jump over on Octa. He's gonna pop the airstrike. The fall. Oh my! The Blazing Twist doing a lot of damage, but Moesa's gonna fall. Maybe gets away, but they praise Wrath does a lot of damage. Kyo looking to go for the dive, won't be able to do so. Meanwhile, Kin, he's only now just entering the fight, and he could be big.
Wow, that was some good MLBB, man. Kin now just stopping Drichel on its tracks, but no damage at all. The response from Lyoni with the crash course and also the immediate response back from Moisa with the stun was amazing.
It's a 2-for-2, but for TLID, I believe they lost the Roamer and the EXP. For Dewa, that was Octa taken out, which is part of their early game powerhouse pick.
There's a big shutdown there. Aran taken down earlier. It was 3-0.
Now Keven should kind of have the advantage here.
Oh! All in by Moisa! A pick up by Octa now, but he gets caught in the shortcut. Now Aran walks up and maybe pops into Blazing Duet in time as Keven wins it out 2v1 in the red tree battle. Now walks up back over on Kane, forcing the Poissons to come out. Great shield unity out of the taunt.
Yeah, the economy-wise, TLID is winning, but gotta applaud the beautiful diversion there from Dewa United because TLID, they were expecting them to be in the tunnel pit, but no, they are going for the kill.
And with the Badang, it's just great because you provide crowd control, but also a decent amount of damage with the fist crack. And that was enough to just secure the kill on Drichel. But again, the bigger problem is still the macro question. That's a Sky Piercer on Drichel, by the way. That might be why they were so intent on shutting him down. He is going for a greedy build.
Dang.
I don't know if that's greed or is it just being smart because they kind of like the finishing blow. No, never mind. Aran is there, but he's not really like...
His Kyo as well.
He's pretty much acting like a Jushin at this point.
Yeah, he's playing for technically like utility execute, right? Like Jushin. Oh, Aran wants to go for the jump now, loses all of
about that.
Short now they got fist cracked to the wall. A shield unity as well, not letting them go for the shortcut back. Well, to turn up top with 2 kills.
There is a reason why Aran is debuting a Masha here. Because so far he hasn't played it because that might be the result. Like, what was that?
Man, it's also the setup for Mueza, man. This guy has been clean so far.
Yeah.
Not a single failed not a single failed catch execution. And now they're going for Keven. The Jote.
Kayn with the shield unity into the fist crack, into the stun of Octa.
Terrify.
Can he survive this? No, he cannot. Keven melted down. Lyoni pops on a shortcut but against everybody like this. I'm not too sure. They get rid of one, but it's just Mueza now. Maybe doing a lot of damage. Pops into the nature as well as kill. It's caught in the bad spot. Kayn walks up and gets shredded down by Aran. Kayn walks back up maybe with a blazing duet over on Lyoni. Not enough damage to take him down. The retreat from Kayn burns him down to the ground.
And it ended up being Dewa United win despite TLID actually pulling the trigger with a shortcut. I don't know what Lyoni was thinking there, but I guess the gap or like it was so close. The margins is there.
Great third item win in nature from Maybe. Just gotta say that.
And turn things around definitely. Lord now.
Hold on.
Retry, no retry for Kayn. He used it for the kill secure earlier.
Smart.
Good moves here from TLID. They were the ones who were initially surprised and they turned it back around. Aran though, whoa!
Yeah, taking a bit too much damage. Feathered airstrike doing so much. Great appraiser's wrath there to clear it out the mid lane.
Man, now it's back to the slower game, but even now, Dewa still has enough pressure to clear out this Lord. In fact, the tower falls down on the bottom side as Mueza gets jumped on.
Oh, nothing crazy.
Really hurt.
Yeah, that's the hurt for kill here. Taking with the item actually on Trinity, yeah. And it's going on his way towards the Wind of Nature, so maybe we'll be a bit more, you know, careful about his approach.
Great
the dives.
Good diligence by Dewa to clear out the waves. Oh. Octa now has a huge amount of damage, by the way. Even if you're Keven or Lyoni, with the Wishing Lantern, that's multiple bolts of max HP damage flying at you after a better airstrike. That's an additional bit of damage that TLID has to kind of consider.
And I like the fact that he's going for the Wishing Lantern because so far Kyo has not built a single magic defensive item, so he's going for a full-on pure raw magic damage to pretty much burst Kyo down. So far he hasn't been successful with Octa. No flicker!
No flicker still stands in the front. Lyoni pops in a shortcut. Now maybe he's going to be caught. Pops in a blazing duet in time as Mueza goes for the fist crack and is able to find Kyo. Now it's Kid caught in the Appraiser's Wrath. Kyo! Flickers forward. Drichel picks up the Sky Piercer stack. And now they're looking for the end. Maybe almost caught in the taunt, almost caught in the knockup. Aran with the flickering forward with the nature used up by Maybe. He's cutting away brilliantly. But look at the base. TLID in one fell swoop end the game in 11 minutes.
Less than 12 minutes. How the heck did this happen?
Wow.
I am sorry, I was not familiar with your game. What?
That was incredible.
The fact that it ended in less than 12 minutes and they were fighting back, man.
Yeah, that was incredible.
It's the tempo, the timing as well. TLID were having the Lord, by the way, and they were just not respected. They tried to find something, they tried to fight back and clear some of the lanes, but when they lost Octa, that was a massive setback. And afterwards, it was just Lyoni finding a way to get in the back.
Are they really going to do it twice?
I think the turning point was the Lord take. That was genius, man.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't see that coming because before